All right. Good morning. It's Caroline with Woodcraft. Had a little technical difficulties, but I'm back now. Waiting a little bit and seeing. There we go. Hello again. Hey, Flash in the Pan. This is my first live stream. I had a little bit of a goof up earlier. I was trying to figure it out and I went live, so hopefully Try and Survivin' will come back too. Hey Wolf141, how is your guys' day going? So today I'm just really kind of talking about how I've been taking over the channel this week. The last couple weeks I've been doing a lot more videos and hopefully you guys have been liking that. Hi John. There's always a honey-do list, and coffee is great. I'm working overnights actually. I just got home a little bit ago. It's weird that I have my morning coffee at night now. It seems counterproductive, but so really we've been taking over the channel and doing a few more videos on it, and I've been having a lot of fun with it and enjoying it. So again, hopefully you guys have. I have a couple good videos coming up. I think we're gonna do like a budget camping meal because a lot of people have been asking for that. Coffee is always productive. I don't think I would function properly without it. A lot of people have been asking for like the budget meals because Mountain House and all the other stuff can get so expensive. So that's coming up, and I've been looking for a new pack. So hopefully I find something for that. Good morning, Exploring with Jimmy. You have coffee too. It's perfect for a Sunday morning. I hadn't really gotten to do the live video before, so wanted to come hang out with you guys and see how it was. I've done one with Corey, but you can probably hear the dog running around in the background. Also been looking at doing some like entertainment in the woods videos. I think that one's gonna be really awesome. I actually have a coffee video planned too, and I think that's going to go over well since everybody seems to be enjoying their coffee. Honestly, I'm looking for at least 60 liters is what I'm looking for. I had a 40-liter pack, and it was by like Sierra something, and my sternum strap broke, and it's not the greatest pack in the world, so I've been using Corey's spare pack, which was from like a long time ago when we first started, and it was that Bear Grylls 60-liter, and it's like the perfect size, but it's not a pack that I want to use continually. I'm looking for something a little more comfortable. And we really like the Kelty series, so been looking at some of those. Gotta make a trip to go to like REI or something and go get fitted for a pack and check out the other options they have. $60 seems to be pretty good though for what we do, which is usually a couple days in the woods, so I've heard Osprey's really good, and I've actually tried one out before and thought that it was super awesome. But you're right, they can be very expensive. You gotta watch for those sales. I keep looking to see if I can find something for cheap. I haven't looked at the Outdoor Vitals pack. I should. We have other stuff from them that I like, the tent and the sleeping bag, so I'll have to check that out for sure. Is that what you use, is Osprey or the Outdoor Vitals? I was looking at Kickstarters the other day too, and there was, let me see if I can find it. It's a backpack, and it has a separate frame in it. It's can't remember what it's called. I gotta show you it. I can't even describe it. See if I can find it. Show you guys what I'm looking at. All right. So I just like checking out Kickstarter. I like seeing the ideas. Like, that's kind of cool. First all-in-one adventure backpack. Oh. Turns into a table, a towel, a hammock, a chair. £1 of litter removed for each product backed. That's kind of cool. $180 for the small one. Massaging backpack. Is this a boat that comes out of the backpack? Yes. Yes, it does. So that's not really backpack size, but it is pretty small to fold it out into a boat. It's pretty interesting. The things that people come up with. Oh, yeah. Hover glide. This is the one that I was thinking. It's they call it a floating backpack. So it's supposed to take the impact off of your legs and your knees and be better for your body. It's just crazy. I wonder how comfortable it actually is. Teen Sports, I've heard that they have some pretty decent stuff. High Sierra, that's the one that my pack was. The one that had the sternum strap that broke. Can you ever have too many packs though? They're just handy. A little heavy though. I don't worry too much about weight because we don't go that far, but I suppose I should just in case we want to go further. Lots of different hydration bags. Yeah, I like checking Kickstarter out. Do you guys ever look at Kickstarter? I just think some of the things are so creative and I would have never thought of them on my own. Solid fuel camping stove. Interesting. I don't think many actually run full speed carrying their pack, and I know I don't jog. Sometimes I walk probably a little too fast actually, but I think it'd be handy if you were like on really hilly terrain, maybe rockiness. I don't know, but it looks really cool. 4-wheel drive pickup. That is a pretty comfortable pack. Way easier than even the floating pack. And you can fit a whole bunch. You're not just like constricted to 60 liters. Sometimes if I get overpacking, it's hard to restrict myself. Heard there's like another website kind of like Kickstarter, but I haven't found that. Have you ever gotten any of their cookware from the surplus store or anything? Is it just higher quality that makes it better, or I guess I'm not sure. I've never actually been to an Army surplus store. We've been looking at going to one of those too. Just go to Fleet Farm and they have like that tiny section. But that's good to know about the cooking gear. I always love anything that has to do with cooking or food outdoors. See what else we can find. I've heard that they're awesome, and there's like this really big one that's probably like 2.5 hours to 3 hours away, and we keep talking about going to it, but CC's Surplus or something like that. You can get some really good deals. I mean, at least from what I've seen on other YouTube channels and everything, like they can get some nice gear for super cheap just because it's surplus. And we have the military module sleep systems, and we got ours off of Amazon. Did you find anything cool when you went to the surplus store? What did you get? Sounds like a good deal. I looked at getting an ammo can there just because I think it'd be really cool looking. That's really my only reason. Oh. Hold. My camera shut off on me. Hex Solo 6-in-1 minimal mess kit. What's this about? Hey, Lonely Prepper, how's it going? No, I don't think you can go wrong with ammo cans. They're so handy. Oh, this one just keeps going up. Highly expandable mess kit. Just a whole bunch little tiny frying pan. That's kind of cool. What else? Ultralight food hanging system. Pop-up pit. That'd be cool if you were like going car camping with a whole bunch of people tailgating. I just searched outdoors to see what it brings up, but I'm finding a whole lot. The multi-mock. That thing looks different. I think the webbing, I mean, that makes it really secure. I'm sure it just looks weird. Coleman's military surplus. Oh, that's nice, because a few of the ones that I found online, like, they didn't have a very good return policy, so I was kind of nervous about it. I think the one that's close-ish to us, I think that one's CC's surplus. Yeah? Or a pop can turned into an alcohol stove. They get fancy now. Have you guys seen that? There's this pot, and they are going to be on Shark Tank. And where is it? Oh, right here. So it's this pot, and it folds flat. Like, I just think that's the coolest. And like, this is the small one, and it's 32 ounces. Charlie's surplus. I'm gonna have to Google these. See if they have websites that ship. 4 outdoor hammock essentials in one tent. I can't read. My brain is done with today. I've been on overnights for like 2 months now. 2.5 months now. You can make it a tent or have it up in the air. That's fancy. The coolest cooler. Have you guys seen this? I just literally don't know. Like, this is just like overkill for me. Has like a speaker and a blender station. Yeah, a blender, speaker, charger, lid light, gear tie down so you can pull out more stuff, cutting board, storage for plates and knives, a bottle opener. Like, you wouldn't have to bring anything else. Grizz wouldn't need his pickup truck. He would just have to take his cooler. Bye, Try and Survive. Have a good day. This is the part I like the most, is just going through and seeing all the new stuff that people are coming up with. multi-fueled outdoor pizza oven. Just all sorts of stuff. I just want a simple backpack, and then like, how do you pick? Because there's so many things to pick from now. Wild card. Lots of people are doing things with survival emergency card things. I don't know. Do you guys look at Kickstarter at all? Have you found anything super awesome? What's the newest product that you found that you just think is the coolest? Oh, for some reason, my camera is not showing me. I don't know. Am I a doomsday prepper? I mean, we prep, like, this year we had our first garden, and so learning how to grow food ourselves, and then making sure that we are storing it and able to do so through whatever means. And then I have a little bit of a stockpile, and we're prepared. I don't know if I call myself doomsday prepper, but is that what you do, Lowland? Can't get my camera back. Yeah, some of the Kickstarters are underwhelming, and a lot of it's pretty expensive. So I just kind of go and look. I haven't ever backed a project. Yeah, I guess that's a better word for it. Self-sufficient is what we do, not being a prepper. But we couldn't believe how good the zucchinis tasted. And yeah, it is healthier. Like, we aren't using pesticides, and we're getting it right out of the garden and onto the plate. We don't have to wait, and then you have your dwell times. And honestly, before you get your produce, it's been in a warehouse or on a truck for at least 5 days if you buy it at the store. How long have you been gardening? There is so much to learn. I've been planning on having our own garden for a while, but I just was so nervous with how much there is, and I was buying books and everything, and finally, like, this year we were like, we just got to do it. We're just going to do it, and then we'll learn as we go, because I honestly think that that's the way to do it for gardening. I mean, there were some basics that we had to look up. That's true. I got heirloom seeds too, so I'm going to try to grow it for a couple years and then save my own seeds. 'Cause they adjust to your soil and everything too. It was exciting though. I didn't think that I was going to grow anything this year at all. And then when I got that first zucchini, I was so excited. I picked it, it was kind of small, and then they just kept coming, and they were so big, and so many of them. I have a couple on the counter that I need to grate up and freeze. I tried to grow watermelon this year, and I would get them, and they'd get to be like the size of a quarter, and then something would eat them. So, I mean, I guess it fed somebody. Would have rather that it had been me. Good morning, Em and the gang. It is still morning. On night shift, everything is morning. Like, I say good morning at night because I just got up, and I say good morning in the morning, just all the time. How did your tomatoes go? I got a lot of tomatoes on my plant this year, but they stayed green. And then finally it started getting colder, and then they ripened. But they were green for a long time. And now it's so cold. We had our first frost. My garden's done for the year, but I got way more than I expected, so I am very pleased. Sorry guys, I'm still trying to figure out this issue with my camera. Not quite sure what it's doing. No, I have not really had to deal with any critter or bug invaders yet. Just whatever was getting my little watermelons, they wouldn't wait for them to get much bigger. And I couldn't figure out what it was, because it is just like one little hole, but I cut the watermelon open to see if there's a bug in it or whatever, to see what was eating it, and there wasn't anything in there. Morning, Gulf City. So again, not sure what it was. It kind of looked like a hummingbird beak had gone in there. I don't know if they do that. I don't think so, but oh, that's a bummer. We've been planning on going for a couple weeks now, and stuff just keeps coming up. That's all right. Hopefully you get to come back while we're still on. Yeah, that was one thing we really wanted to do. We talked about in the coming years doing like fruit trees and some fruit bushes, but I get nervous for the winter. Where are you at, Lowland? We're in Minnesota. I don't know why I had such a hard time with my tomatoes. everyone said that they were really easy, and then I had so many, but I just could not get them to turn red. We don't go as often as we should for shooting, honestly. We should go more. Cucumbers were another one we did this year too. We got a lot of cucumbers. Mora likes cucumbers. If you don't watch her, she'll steal the cucumbers right off the vine of the tree. Am I back on? Can you see me? Nope. Still no. I'm not sure what I did. It turned off and now I can't get it to turn back on. Sorry, that's probably not very exciting. If our town would let us be ranchers, I'm sure we would be, because Corey is a meat lover. That's so funny that you say you want mangoes. We were talking to our son, he's 6, about what he wanted in the garden for next year, and he said mangoes. He hadn't had one yet, and I keep forgetting to buy one for us to try, because I told him we were going to try one before we tried growing them. But it cracked me up. They're good if you get they start with an A, those little yellow ones, but I don't like the red mango so much. Yeah, I don't know how to get rid of my black screen. I was on camera, and then I don't know. I obviously did something. I'll show you Kickstarter so you're not just staring at a black screen. That's kind of lame. And keep trying to figure out what the heck. I've turned it back on and off and just can't figure out what I did. I can't figure out, so I guess we'll look at Kickstarter for the rest of the thing. I'll open things that are interesting looking in between us chatting. This is by Outdoor Vitals. Mummy Pod. It's basically giant underquilt. 0 degrees. I'm all about that. I sleep in like a 10-degree bag in the middle of summer, so we want to get one more trip in before the snow flies, which apparently could be pretty quick. They were talking about snow just a couple hours north of us. The fall colors are starting to come out and they are so pretty, so we want to make sure that we capture that and are able to share with you guys, because it is awesome. I love fall. The color change is just amazing. Hiking pack sling? I haven't even heard of that. They would have loved a pair. Five-in-one smart outdoor gadget. I'm not gonna lie, I love gadgets. I don't know why, but I'm a lover of gadgets. Stylus pen, LED light, Bluetooth pairing. Not that exciting to me. Not that one. How cold does it get in Arizona for the winter? Texas? I have family in Texas. Let's see. Last night, the low was 38 degrees already. And, like, that's just the beginning. Like, it's fall. We're only 2 weeks into fall. Right now, it's 43 degrees. I've been regretting it because I have not taken my winter jacket out yet. What's crazy in Arizona? Fitz new stuff. I have not been watching, keeping up with the news at all, so shame on me. I really should see what's going on more than I do. Just read headlines quick. Snow is nice for like one day of the year. Like, I gotta have fresh white snow for Christmas, and then besides that, I'm good. I don't like the cold. I don't like being wet. Today it'll get up to 51. And the low is 39 degrees tonight. It's just a wee bit warmer than yesterday. Wednesday, we're going to be 73 during the day. And then it's going to be 37 degrees in night. Oh, 85 degrees in the shade. Yuck. You can't have too hot. Is there somewhere that's just like the perfect temperature? Like just a solid 75, 70 to 75, like year round. No snow, not wet. I am 100% there with you, Em and the gang. How are you guys doing in North Carolina? Were you affected by the hurricane at all? Does Hawaii have poisonous spiders? Because that's my second contingency. It looks beautiful, and I would love to see a volcano, and the beaches look absolutely incredible. But I don't like spiders. I can handle it, but if they're gonna be poisonous, that's a huge nope. Hmm. Yeah. That hurricane, it's crazy how it affects the weather all through the continent, because the hurricane was doing crazy stuff, and then crazy stuff was happening even here. I mean, technically we have the brown recluse in parts of Minnesota. I thankfully have never seen one. I swear I did see a black widow come in some bananas though. I work at a retail store, and yeah, I swear we had a black widow, but someone stepped on it because I was freaking out. But yeah, we had flooding down by the river and everything, but there was just flash flooding, and the weather was all sorts of crazy when the hurricane was going through. Tahiti. Take a look at some pictures. That water is crazy. I definitely wouldn't be mad about hanging out there. Hawaii looks very peoply. A waterfall looks really awesome. I was so pumped to see a waterfall for the first time this summer. Made your leg numb for a whole day? Are bark scorpions I haven't heard of that looks like something I want no part of. Heebie-jeebies. Did you say Bermuda? Bermuda. Bahama. Come on, pretty mama. Isn't that what the song is? I haven't heard that in forever. I'm not brave enough to do that. I would rock climb, but that looks amazing. Your cats play with the scorpions? I suppose it's a little critter that moves fast, so it entices them. My cat sticks to chipmunks or shrews. Mora tries to eat bugs. I'm gonna have to go check that out. I think snorkeling would be awesome. Did you see a turtle? Because I'm totally jealous if you saw a sea turtle. Or a jellyfish. So that looks really peoply too, but then you have all the pictures where it doesn't look peoply, so. That would be so much fun. Yeah, Mora likes flies too. She likes to chase them, and then she'll eat them when she gets them finally. I love kayaking too. And that would be amazing on the ocean, especially like super clear blue water. I've never been stung by a jellyfish. I've heard that it's awful. I've been to Florida, and when I was in the water, I did step on a sea urchin thing. I think it was pokey. I never found what it was, but that hurt like a son of a gun. Yeah. I would probably rather visit the north side. I mean, there's days that my town is too peoply for me, but sometimes I really enjoy being around people, so it's just whatever. That'd be cool to go surfing too. I would be terrible at it because I am not coordinated, but I would do it because that looks fun. I thought San Diego was going to be super populated too, and that actually really wasn't bad. And I was surprised that the California people were very, very nice. Because I was forewarned that they weren't going to be very nice, and they were super nice. Oh, jeez. He just kept swimming. Kids are like fish, and you gotta bribe them to get them out of the water, pretty much. I didn't know if that actually worked or if that was just a old wives' tale. Apparently it works now. I know someone with a first-hand account. Apparently jellyfish is one word, my bad. They're pretty epic looking. I was honestly hoping at the ocean to see a shark. I don't know why I was hoping to see that, but I was. Well, I think sharks would be cool. They're cool animals. I think they get a bad rap. Meat tenderizer. I wouldn't think of that. Now I know. If I do make it to the, yeah, I would rather have that than be in pain from the jellyfish all day. And when I was in Georgia, people were catching little baby sharks off of the pier. That was kind of cool. Super glue is a necessity of life. I don't know how many times we use it. And not all super glue is created equally. Some is not as super. Have a good day. We always have salt with us when we're camping because of leeches. Can't stand leeches. So we went camping at Itasca and we were on this little lake. We were the only campsite on the lake, and the dog kept running into the water, and it was hot out. It was in the high 80s. And so we wanted to go swimming to cool off, and then we got out right away to do a leech check, and I had them all over my feet. I'm actually allergic to leeches, so Corey got them off without salt, but I always have it just to be safe. They're the worst. We don't have too bad of snakes around here, so I would definitely take snakes over leeches as well. We have little garter snakes. Big, I mean, not big, but decently big bull snakes. Or bull snakes. That would hold you up and take some time, but what was your favorite place that you've scuba dived? It's awesome that you've gone to go all around the world. Hello. A South African in Moscow, Russia. Russia has always been on my list to visit, actually. St. Petersburg, is that what it is? I saw pictures of that, and it was beautiful. Is that what it was? Oh, if I spell it right, maybe. It's a long day getting to me, but oh my gosh, these buildings are just nuts. Like, so beautiful. I had a friend who went when we were in high school, and she took this picture of her, and she had like all these purple flowers behind her, and that was the day that it went on my bucket list, was when I saw it on saw it in her pictures. I haven't traveled much. Are there caves where you usually go, or no? That's just kind of a once in a while thing. We have actually a decent cave system in Minnesota. And you can do tours and stuff. That looks cool, going in winter when it's frozen. Be cold, but it'd probably be worth it. Moscow has pretty pictures too. Pretty buildings is what I meant. I was looking at pictures. I'm up past my bedtime, it's telling. Yeah, I suppose that's true. Do you like living there, or? Everything kind of has its pros and cons. Looking at the one you said, Lonely Prepper, Palancar Reef. That's really pretty. Parrotfish are cool. I keep trying to get my camera to work, guys. I don't know what I did. Obviously something. Wow, look how clear that water is. I like going up to the Iron Range, which is where they used to do all the mining in Minnesota, because the water up there, is so clear, but it's red. Which is just crazy. You can't tell from here. You have to, I mean, it's from the iron, but it's just so weird to see red water. And then it is so clear on top of it. My grandma loves manatees, and I think they're cute. Favorite fish? I do like angelfish. The parrotfish are pretty interesting too. They're just so delicate looking. I don't know. That one's a cool color. Clownfish are cute. Look at that one. Oh, he had frostbite. That's terrible. I'm like, look at how cool his coloring is. Poor fish. It's frozen. The ATF is no joke. I sold guns in my last store, and you had to make sure everything was on lock. Because they would show up at any time and go through. And that black clownfish is kind of cool. Yeah, clownfish are cute. Fish are neat little things. I suppose they're not always neat. Or not, they're not always little. Sometimes they're pretty big. I remember going to this pet store one time, and they had a Oscar goldfish, and it was so big. It was the size of the tank. It was bigger than my laptop. That one actually looks like a parrot right there. No, they don't give you any wiggle room. Which is good. I mean, don't get me wrong. Oh, really? Have you seen, do you know like a lot of fish names, Lonely Prepper? So like when you go scuba diving, like you can point out what they are and take pictures and know what they are already? Check it out. Oh. It does look like it's been dipped in chocolate. Yeah, that makes sense. That gets you excited for your trip too, researching what you're going to see and everything. I know you said you've been all around the world diving, but do you do it often or? Yeah, that's important. I've heard of people mixing them up and eating a poisonous fish. I'm gonna have to do that someday. Never really thought about it, but you guys are making it sound super interesting. And like, I don't think you could top seeing underwater. I mean, especially we're not supposed to be. Walleye's a good one for the tasty ones. I'm gonna try fixing my. Oh, have a good day at church. I will make sure to tell him that you said hi. Really, what did you do that you got to go all those places and do fun things? I bet it was cool working with the students too, especially if you got to take them diving, like seeing them get all excited. There's something just really awesome about teaching and showing things to people and them being like genuinely engaged and excited. Oh. Did I maybe fix it? No. Hmm. Can you guys see me? Did I fix it? I have a grid on me, but I think that I might have fixed it. I don't know what I did, but I am really excited that I fixed this. Because the black screen can get kind of boring. Yeah, it's true. Especially if you're in a field for a long time, you can just kind of pick out who's going to have the passion and the drive. Who cares about the cause? It's a really good skill to be able to read people like that. Most times I do a pretty good job, but sometimes I give people too much the benefit of the doubt. I can't think of the right phrase I'm looking for right now. That's not it, but all this talk about fish made me super hungry now. It's just about lunchtime. I don't know what time it is where you guys are. It's 11:24 here. Oh, that was cool looking at all the different fish. I'm gonna have to see if I can find a more unique favorite fish and see if you've seen it. Do you guys have anything going on for today? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do when I get up. I'm gonna go to bed after the live stream. And then, yeah, when I wake up, wash dishes, and then cook, and then wash dishes again. We'll probably run to town for a little bit. Forgot to grab a few things on my way out. I suppose, though, guys, 11:30. We went for an hour and a half. I was afraid no one would show up and it'd be super short, but I'm really glad you guys came out and hung out with me today, or came on. I think we all can tell it's about time for me to go to bed. I'm not even making sense half the time anymore. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I'm glad that I did it. I really was nervous about doing a live stream, but I'm really glad you guys came and joined me, and we'll have to do it again sometime. But for today, that is all. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys later.